Breaking news. The Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has appealed to his supporters for forgiveness and reconciliation as he opened up about a Povita meeting with his predecessor and political rival. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Now let's dive right back into the news. Recently, Governor Sim Fubara, talked about forgiveness and reconciliation. And this appeal came during a low-key event marking what would have been the second anniversary celebration of his administration, an occasion significantly deepened by the protracted political crisis that has crippled the state in recent months. And addressing the crowd with unusual candor, Governor Fubara acknowledged the pain and the confusion many of his supporters had endured. But according to him, it is time for reconciliation. For the first time, Governor Fubara also gave insights into the outcome of a private meeting with Nyesom Wike, suggesting that the dialogue, although difficult, was part of the process of mending fractured relationship, and also talked about, reconciliation. Now, the governor also praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his role in diffusing tension, stating that Mr. President, really saved him a lot. That without him, that the situation in Rivers wouldn't have quelled, that the crisis wouldn't have quelled. While Governor Fuba refrained from detailing the full agreement reached between Wike, his remarks hinted at a commitment to building bridges and restoring normalcy in the governance of Rivers State. He emphasized the importance of forgiveness, respect, and collective responsibility in moving on. Now, the governor's heartfelt appeal has drawn mixed reactions across the state, with many lauding his humility while others await concrete signs of lasting peace and genuine reconciliation within the state's fractured political landscape. Now, as it stands now, Governor Fubara is out for reconciliation. He is out for peace. He's not out for war. Neither is he out to draw blood or get back at Wike for all that has been done against him so far, ever since he assumed office as the governor of Rivers State. Now, forgiveness is not a sin in politics. But at this point, Governor Fubara, preaching about forgiveness, probably is doing so because he wants peace to reign. And if there is peace in Rivers State, it will be in the best interest of the people of Rivers State. So this is Governor Fubara talking about mending fences with Wike instead of doing gra-gra, or instead of carrying shoulders, or, trying to fight back because it hasn't helped him in any way. He's now making a new turn. He seems to be making a U-turn to a place of peace instead of war, a place of reconciliation instead of crisis, a place of surrender instead of trying to drag with your political godfather. Now, this is what we see in politics. Most times they say you don't really know what's going on until you know what's going on. But at this point, I don't even know if Governor Fubara is doing this genuinely for the interest of the people of Rivers State, or if he's truly doing this because he has seen the possibility that he's not going to come back as a governor. Probably doing this because he wants to come back as a governor. But let's hear from Nyesom Wike. I believe Wike will have something to say concerning this Fubara's speech, because I trust Nyesom Wike. He's definitely going to say something regarding this statement made by Governor Fubara. He will surely react. And I really appreciate Governor Fubara for the wisdom he has and for his efforts so far to bringing peace to resolve issues in Rivers. Many people may see Governor Fubara as a weakling. All these things started right from 2023, since he assumed office in December 2023. That is when all this crisis started, and it escalated in December/January when they tried to impeach him. The Martin Emeweli gang tried to impeach him, and all hell was let loose in Rivers, which also led to the demolition of the Rivers State House of Assembly complex. And later on, we saw how water was poured on Governor Fubara. Later on, we saw how Governor Fubara, tried to talk with these guys, but they were not responding. And then we saw how they defected to the APC, and how they later came back and claimed that they were still PDP members. Even when they were singing "On Your Mandate We Shall Stand," they were carrying APC flags and all of that. And even despite all these things, Governor Fubara still went back. Even when they said he should represent the 2024 budget, he went back to Martin Emeweli's house. Well, he was locked out. He was locked out. And that was when I knew that these guys, they were really, really powerful. Imagine House of Assembly members locking the governor out, not giving him an audience to have a one-on-one conversation with them. I know that Governor Fubara suspended them. Yes, they were suspended for several months until they later came back, and we thought that if they came back, since they were back, that peace would reign. No, that was the beginning of the end for Governor Fubara. And we see now today that Governor Fubara, despite all these things, also is trying to seek a path of peace. It is really strange. It is really strange coming from the fact that the way politicians play politics in Nigeria, it's more like a do or die affair. They tend to play politics like a do or die affair. But Governor Fubara's pattern is quite strange. It is quite strange that despite everything, he's also seeking a path of peace, acknowledging that the president came in to save the situation, despite what many people are saying. Because many people criticize Tinubu for declaring a state of emergency in Rivers. Even me, myself, I criticize Tinubu for declaring a state of emergency. A lot of civil society groups and foreign bodies, they criticize Tinubu for going through the back door, declaring a state of emergency, just because you don't want Governor Fubara there. And Wike was an aid to that. In fact, he was joyous. He was really happy that he got to teach Fubara a lesson. I guess Fubara has learnt the lesson Wike wanted to teach him, and he has learnt in a very hard way. I guess so. I'm just saying. But at this point, Governor Fubara has always been a humble man. He has always been very, very humble, a peace-seeking man, not out for troubles whatsoever. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Do you really think Governor Fubara is seeking this part of peace, or this peace part because he has learnt a huge lesson? He has learnt a hard lesson. Or do you think he's doing all these things because he's doing it for the people of Rivers State and he genuinely wants peace to reign? So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.